hello, and welcome to the Hell Zone. Hello there, I'm Dan, and you are in the Hell Zone. What's up, everybody? And I did forget my opening bit there, so I'm gonna switch it up and just do the beginning part in this, and then just the rest of the stream like this. How do you do, everybody? Here in Stardew Valley. Where am I in Australia? Well, I'm nowhere in Australia. These here are the farms of the US of A. In California, here in the Tingle farm. It's 9 p.m. here on the west coast of the United States. And we're just chilling. How are you doing, Sean? You're in Glasgow, in Scotland. It's 5:06 a.m. there. Wow. Well, now, if that isn't early in the morning, I don't know what is. Or very late at night, depending. You're either getting an early start or burning that midnight oil all the way to the ground. Either way, hello. We've got our lovely wine production here in Stardew. I don't know if this is the number one most efficient way of lining everything up, but it gets the job done. No, don't drink the product. There we go. Let's drop that 23 in there. That's got to be pretty good. Let's give our boy here a nice egg. Here you go. Lots of productive weather to look forward to. Love being productive. I mean, I guess I do. I guess I like being productive. It just doesn't happen that often. For me. Being productive is great, like, on a theoretical level. I've got new earbud headphones. These ones are blue. My previous ones were rendered unusable by a gremlin. Okay. Oh my god, go in the door. Got way less in here, way less barrels in this spot. Okay. There we go. I'll put 20 and 20. It sounds good. I hope all y'all had a great weekend. I had a pretty chill one myself. I mean, considering it was just yesterday, you know, I always say weekend, and I'm like, I feel like I didn't do that much. I'm like, oh, it's right, because it was only one day. Oh yeah, we optimized this area here with a real nice layout. So that's pretty cool. And then let's see, what else did we do last time? We started building that second set of barrels, not casks. What are they called? I always forget. I get the names. Kegs. Kegs and they're even right next to each other on the crafting list. On the casking list. Got a million diamonds here. And other kinds of products as well. And I don't have anything cooking in these, which is a mistake. I don't know why. So let's get that sturgeon roe. Make some caviar. All these high-end products for the discerning customers. And over here, we'll dump these 37 diamonds, along with some of these other things. Good. Okay. Then, blop, 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 blop. Can pet all the animals. This could be our last episode of Stardew. Just saying, we're pretty close. Our goal of 10 million, not too far off. I'm thinking more realistically, probably next time, but there's no reason we can't, shoot for the moon. Not that, I specifically, want to be done or anything like that. It's just more like, I don't know, we're getting close. Getting close. I don't know what happened to that tree. It's gone. Tree's not here anymore. There's a rock there. Don't think that I permitted that. And then alright, so we got all our stuff taken care of. And then we should check out the other farm, see what's going on there. If this was like a time when I was like, alright, we're gonna remember what to do, that absolutely did fail. But I imagine that since now we're pretty much just, we've got like a plan, we're just sort of executing on it. This shouldn't be too much of a challenge. It should be mostly, spinning those wheels. We're getting a little bit low on starfruit seeds. Okay, we've got to remember, these need to be replaced. Because as you can see, they're not fully grown, but they would be if they were the right fertilizer. And so that's causing them to be like entirely out of sync with everything else. We might have optimized this area a little bit with some big sprinkles, big sprinks. Yeah, like that one. But I don't think we did too much. Probably just a little bit. So I'm not even sure how much we can. I mean, we could probably save some spaces. But would it really be that much? I don't think so. Okay, so we're gonna sell these, and then pop those over there. And I've got like 22 of these, so, you know, I think it might be a little bit of a setback, but we very easily could, like, oh, there's one over here, didn't even realize. Buy some more starfruit seeds, like 500 of them or something, you know. I'm imagining that'll cost a pretty penny, but you make back much more by going and selling those. Like, it absolutely makes up for the cost. Okay, make it to level 100, but you can't eat or drink while you're there. Skull Cavern has been invaded. These both tasks, they're like, again to level 100. Do it. And that's hard. Okay. Still, that's all we need. I suppose there's nothing wrong with us doing the level 100 hard challenge. The reward's better for that one anyway. Get in there. Alright. Let's head on over to the old desert. Give it a little cat pet. Oh, you know what? Have a little treat. Some water. Oh, look, some of the trees are growing. This is amazing. Life finds a way. So they must not grow in winter. these trees must not grow in winter. Just bizarre because we're in the desert. But that's the only explanation I can think of. Oh no. I went too far. Now we don't have the 7 million anymore. Oh, hello there, zombies. What's going on? Oh, here. Let's drop these off in there. Okay. On a Chopin adventure with my favorite classical composer, Frederick Chopin. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Listen, folks, if you like any of the jokes that I ever tell on this channel, that's one nice thing. You could take them and you could tell people they're your own jokes and no one will know. Oh, that one's a fig tree. I can't believe that. That's good. Yeah, it's always good when you're telling a joke to cite your sources and, give them the proper MLA format. I don't even know if people still use MLA format. It's been so long since I've had to, do research anything. Nowadays, I do all my research on the streets, where all the sourcing information is just little footnotes at the bottom of a web page. And you're like, okay, I guess that's where that came from. Ooh, 14 casks. Kegs. Again, messing these names up. I think it's because this one's a horizontal barrel and this one's a vertical barrel. To me, they look the same. But there's probably some sort of magic going on in them that makes them different. But honestly, I don't know anything about the process of what happens in here. It might as well be magic for me. I've even watched a documentary about, cheese. Like how putting cheese into one of these, or how cheese is made from that, and they're like, oh, they use the wood, and it's like they stick to the wood, and the wood makes the cheese, and I'm like, it's fine. I'll just eat the cheese. I don't need to know. Some things are just hard to explain. put some sticks together and make your own fancy barrel. It's gotta be like a special barrel. And I'm like, what's special about the barrel? I don't know. I'm just happy that we have cheese. Just happy cheese exists. Gotta leave it at that. So that's good. We've got that. We can do a new crystallarium. Okay, like that. Let's get a diamond. Oh, we're out of... Is that truffles? Truffs. Maybe we could share a little bit. How about we share our truffles? Wow. A lot of iridium ore inside that bat. More than you'd expect from a regular bat. I don't normally see a lot of bats that have like half of a mine's worth of ore inside of their body. I'm glad you find the way that I talk to be tingly. It's intentional, I assure you. Okay, I don't know why do we have black slimes here? Okay, that's not it. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay. The black slime. The black slime. Okay, was that worth it? I'm gonna assume not, especially if I don't make it back to my bed. Might even be like a net loss. Yep. What's it called when I talk like that? It's called ASMR. ASMR. Some people call it whispering. Other people call it I don't know. I'm out of thoughts. Oh, thank you for following though. Welcome to the Hell Zone. Linus, who took my money? I was on my farm by myself. Listen, this is my land, right? If I want to fall asleep outside under the stars, should I not have the opportunity to do that? Why must bandits or whatever's coming after me to steal money from my pockets, why do they always have to hound me on my very own land? Is nothing safe anymore? This is why all the people back when I grew up in upstate New York, everyone's land had like those "Do not enter," "Will shoot on sight" signs in their yard. None of them ever followed up on that, by the way, but they certainly did want you to think they would. Also, I wouldn't test people on that, by the way. In case you're like, you know what? This live streamer guy said that that it was cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on other people's property when they have a sign that says that they'll kill me if I do that. I wouldn't test it, but in my experience, it's totally cool. As long as you don't get caught. I'm sorry, did I say my experience? I meant in my fictional experience. Because that story's fictional. Okay. Pet emptables. Pet emptables. I forgot we got these apricots over here. Apricot. I don't know what an apricot tastes like. I'm sure I've had one, but I'm trying to think about what it tastes like. I'm coming up with nothing. Apricot. It's like a citrusy flavor, maybe. I have no idea. Truly. Okay. I'm gonna drop these off there. It would be pretty cool if I could just have a way for the stuff to come from in here to the machines without having to do it myself all the time. Because it's right over here is the thing. It's like right here. In terms of hay, we're okay. I might need some more at some point, but we're good for right now. You know, I'm not so sure that these default size earbuds fit in my ears. But as always, like, I have sort of existential quandary where I'm not entirely sure whether they're too big or too small. You know, is the problem that the earbuds are too large, and so they don't fit in my ear properly, and so they fall out? Or is it that they're too small, and so they don't fit in your ear properly, and then that means they fall out? Because, like, I can't like look in there. I can't like take a look inside my ear and see what's going on in there. Just know that ain't right. Something ain't right up there. It ain't natural. In case you're wondering, I'm rocking the JVC Gumi Plus. Gumi Plus. They're I think like $6 at the Walgreens. Berry blue color, not blueberry color, but berry blue. See, and then they've got the thing where they've got like replacements for the ear holes, where it's like you could get the really tiny ones, you could get the big ones, whatever you want. And so I guess you could always try swapping them out and seeing like, okay, you know, like what fits the best. But you know, who can really say? I'm very bad at you know what I could do is I could like just swap out one of like the left or right ones and then be like, okay, which one feels better? And then you could get like a good like compare and contrast situation. I don't know, it makes me think about how like when you get like the fancy earbuds, like your AirPods and whatnot, they just come with one, right? You don't have like multiple options for ear hole size. So how do they ensure that it fits your ear hole? Maybe it's all psychological, and maybe there is no difference. I don't know. Lots of questions about this particular orifice. My goal is always, I just really don't want them to be falling out of their own accord, which happens pretty often here on stream, where it's just like an extra thing I don't need on top of everything else, you know. Yosemite Valley. For Alex. Yosemite Valley. Yosemite Valley. Yosemite Valley. Yosemite. 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 Yosemite Valley. Yosemite Valley. Yosemite Valley. I think I got some of those. Yosemite Valley. Yosemite Valley. Yosemite Valley. Yosemite Valley. Yosemite. 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 Yosemite Valley. Yosemite. Yosemite Valley. That's an incorrect way to say it. If you're looking for one of those, you could say it like Yosemite, like Vegemite. But for Yosemite Sam, delicious Yosemite, the most plentiful mineral in Yosemite Valley. That's why they named it that, for their intense concentration of Yosemite. Oh hey, it's the boyfriend. Hello, boyfriend. Like your new boots. Thank you. Don't hang out for a while. Sure. How do we do that? How do I make that happen? Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, guess he's done hanging out. Hey there, Ashmo. Need some ASMR? Well, do I have good news for you? That's what I'm doing. So, congrats. You're in luck. Oh, I see. Stressed out about finding a potential lumpy thing on your person. I think it's always good to see a doctor about that, because it has a really good way of putting your mind to rest, right? If you go and it ends up being something, then you have caught it super early, and that's the best thing you can do. If you go and it's nothing, then you've spent the least amount of time worrying about it. And it's all good. Yeah, and, I think ultimately actually can only make it worse because you're putting yourself in that stress by worrying about it. A therapist that I talked to one time had a good way of describing it, where they said that it's when you are mentally worrying about something, it's because you want to be like, oh, I'm prepared for it, you know. But that's actually not what's occurring. What's occurring is that you're sort of giving yourself like a low dose of the stress you'd be under if whatever you're worrying about was like actually happening. So like, you know, if you're worried about, let's say, you know, just to generalize it, we'll say like a meteor striking the earth and wiping out all human life, right? Worrying about that isn't going to make you more prepared for that situation. Worrying about that will make you feel a portion of the worry that you'd feel if you did see that big meteor coming out of the sky. So really, it's for things that are big like that, it's good to be prepared and it's good to be proactive, but it's not good to worry. So that's one reason it can be good to try to temper that part of you. Pumpkin's trying to sleep. That's all. That's not germane to the conversation. Just thought I'd let you know that part. It's Vincent's birthday tomorrow. Egg festival, flower dance. I mean, I guess... Oh, I was gonna go to bed, but also... I can make more cakes, cake casks. Look at that. This well-oiled operation over here. Oh, having therapy tomorrow, that is fortuitous. That'll definitely help. And I hope that they echo the same sentiments as me and not say something completely different, but even if they do, I'm still right. No, anyway. This thing is falling out of my ear. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna live swap, hot swap these ear hole pads on this. We're gonna find the perfect ear hole size right here on stream. This gotta be somebody's fetish, right? Knowing someone's ear hole size. If it is, then hey, congrats to you. Okay, that feels like it fits inside of my ear. But is it? I used the big one. Well, let's try the small one on the other one. This one's gonna have the small one. What if my ear holes are different sizes? That would be an additional wrinkle to this whole situation. I don't think this is gonna work. This looks really small. Yeah, this feels like this feels like it's begging to fall out of my ear. I think, okay, neither one has fallen out yet, but we gotta give it some time. But yeah, that's asking how I am. That's you know, a significant aspect at the moment, anyway. Seeking out the perfect earhole size. Oh, look, it's cherry blossom season. I heard that this year cherry blossom season happened earlier than usual, which must have been a really nice treat for the people who happened to be in, like, Japan when that happened, because I know, like, people plan, like, trips and stuff to go out there to try to see those cherry blossoms, and so it was a very, very popular, like, tourist season, I guess is how you'd put it. But then I thought about, like, how pissed would you have to be is if you did plan out a trip, like, far in advance for cherry blossom season at the usual time, and then you heard that it popped early, and you're like, oh, well, then I guess when we get there, we're just gonna get regular trees. We're just gonna get the shitty normal trees. Just gonna look like just a beautiful tree. Ugh. The only time I've ever been to Japan, we went in around October-ish, like that time of year, and we went to some of the places that were, like, recommended to go, and some of those places I think were mainly recommended for cherry blossom season, because there was one path we were walking on this really long, like, nature trail. We were like, yeah, I mean, this is nice, but I don't really, you know, I don't get the big appeal. It's a nice walk, for sure, but it's just sort of a walk. And we saw pictures of that place later on during cherry blossom season, and it's like, just you're going down this, like, beautiful, like, just a whole row of cherry blossom trees on either side. And it's just, when we went there, none of those were in bloom at all. And so it was very much like, oh, okay, that's why that was so popular. Yeah, and also there were 0 people there. Oh, see, this one's falling out, the big one. And then the small one is staying in. That's an interesting development. Could my ears be very small? Learning new things. Okay, we'll go ostrich egg and duck egg. And here. That's not gonna work. It does have a picture of cheese on it. Oh, you can't turn that into cheese. I realize that now. Let's get this one. Put 10 of them in there. Boom, 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 boom. And that's one. You know, we should probably just fill it up. I think if there are any of these where we're not going to really benefit from having two of them, it's probably the wool. We don't have enough of those. The wool, the woolly mammoth, the woolly mammoth. Okay. Trigger word is trick, 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 trick. They're for kids. Yeah, I'll sell that. It's fine. Who cares? Alright. Now we're gonna head over to, boom, the island. And then I think we're gonna go to the desert caves to check out these. We're not gonna make it to the bottom or anything like that. Nothing crazy. But, it would be nice to get some additional ores for us. Okay, so the way it's feeling in my ears is very much like the one that has the big pad is gonna fall out. The one that has a small pad is just snug in there. After I finish this game, I should play Binding of Isaac for the next game, you know? I never played too much of that game. I think I have it because I've played it before. But I actually don't know too much about it. I think I must have gotten to like whatever the first boss was because I remember, like a big leg with a shoe coming down. And that's about all I can remember from that game. It's like your mom or something. They had like some kind of very horror movie type backstory for Isaac, where his mom was like some kind of Carrie like nightmare, like Carrie's mom in the movie Carrie. Okay, so let's go check out that old cave. Taylor Swift's gaming account for a second, but no, I just read it wrong. That'd be something, though. What kind of Twitch streams do you think Taylor Swift watches? Anybody out there? Is she big into Valorant? Marbles. Like marbles on stream or just literal people playing marbles? I don't know if there's a section for that on Twitch or not. Both. Okay, do people do competitive marbles? Not marbles on stream. Like competitive, like literal, just like, alright, trying to shoot each other's marbles out of the thing. Like, you know, kind of a little bit like in Squid Game, that one episode. The episode of Sad Grandpa. The Sad Grandpa episode of Squid Game, you know the one. Seems like we can't kill him, but actually, boom. She likes retro gaming, specifically Mario. Yeah, she watched the Mario movie and was like, hey, have y'all heard about this guy? He's pretty crazy. You know what? They've made video games about him. This Mario guy. This is wild. I can't believe more people aren't talking about this Mario guy. Obviously, this is totally in the realm of fantasy now, but I'm imagining someone learning about Mario for the first time from the Mario movie. That seems very funny to me for some reason. They're like, oh, there's games about this guy, weird. You know, he looks way lower resolution in this. Yes, we are almost there. We're getting close, getting close, getting close, getting close, getting close. Getting spicy now. That spicy eel. Hey, stop it. Get out of here. How am I on floor 6? Just noticing that. I guess, you know, when you don't get a hole, if you get a hole, it's a lot easier to go down, but if you don't, you're just like, wow, it's the end of the day, I'm on floor like 13. Hello there, Formal. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, so our Infinity Gavel does more damage per hit than the Infinity Blade. That makes sense. Because it says that, it does that. It's just, it fires slower, which is, you know, I guess it's okay. I guess it's alright. Ah, shit. You don't want these guys to hit you. They're quite powerful. Okay, this floor is kind of fun. I'm gonna go in the corner and I'm gonna hide. What? What? Whoops. $1,000 and I lost a purple mushroom. You know, that's okay. You can have it. Let's see one of these guys. I had so much food and I didn't eat any of it. This always happens to me in these kinds of games. Is that I'm like, alright, okay. I've got all this stuff. And then I die before I use any of it. You know, you just get overwhelmed and you're like, just thinking about survival. Not realizing that the keys to survival, you had that all along. You weren't able to catch Friday, so we did Death Stranding. You can go check the archives for that. It was pretty good. I've modified Death Stranding to be, instead of starring Norman Reedus, it now stars the Joker. I mean, I guess the Joker as played by Norman Reedus, but that's pretty good. I replaced all the copyrighted music with Bakamitai. For that episode anyway, I'm going to do a different song for next time. And I don't know, it's very, the game is, okay, the game is fine. The story makes me say, quite a bit. I got to the part where they were talking about how there are human enemies in the game because they were downsized because of automation, and then decided that they were hungry for delivery streets, and then so they became outlaws where they stole their people's packages to deliver them. Even though they're not getting paid for it or anything. I was like, what kind of people have you met, Hideo Kojima? You show me this person. Are you getting a cold? Oh no, Jenna. Make sure you get plenty of rest. You know, if you're having trouble getting rest, you know, you can always try listening to some ASMR. Maybe that'll help. You gotta go to work tomorrow. Ugh. Well, at least you can rest tonight, right? Okay, so that's the end of the day. Let's reevaluate these. Okay. I don't know, this one has always been feeling like it's gonna fall out, but it didn't fall out. Does that mean it's good? Let's try putting the other small one on the left ear. You know, try the small ear hole life for a little bit. See if this works. Okay. Alright, we're gonna live in this world for a little bit. And speaking of living in a world, Ashmo asks if I could live in any video game, which would it be and why? I've been asked this one before, and I think my answer is always going to be Pokemon. To live with Pokemon, because then you could have like a nice little Pokemon friend. And also, they got free healthcare, so that seems pretty good too. Any specific region? Well, alright, so Kent has a lot of organized crime, which seems bad. I think the Sword and Shield world, like Sword and Shield world would be pretty chill. That seems like at worst they had like the one day where it turned out to like blackened out the sky and like caused chaos, but that was like one day, right? It's you can live with that. Like I feel like there was like the Gala region is pretty great, but there's the one in black and white was pretty bad. I feel like at some point the whole world like frosted over or something, like some big like ice. Yeah, in Unova, right? That was pretty bad. And I have to say, not that one. And yeah, I think the ones with a lot of like existential threats, I'm gonna say just on a personal level. I just like, I'm like, let's steer clear of those. But here we gotta spin the wheel though. Okay, let's resize this window. Resize this window. Okay. And where is it? There it is. Here we go. Here we go. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. It's a little bit cut off. There we go. Let's spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Spin, 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 spin that wheel. Spin the 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 wheel. Yes, my partner's making popcorn in the background. But you know what they're not doing? They're not sipping water noisily like I am. That's what only I'm doing. Well, I'm probably enjoying it because we got that name brand kettle corn, which is pretty great. It was on sale, and that's always very exciting because usually we get the generic brand like popcorn brand popcorn. But this time it was like, hey, we can get kettle corn. Hell yeah, it's like weirdly sweet. I don't know what it is. It's like, maybe it's just the way corn tastes. Or maybe that's the way the kettle tastes. I don't know what it is, but whatever kind of wizardry they use, probably maybe sugar, but whatever it is, it's very good. No, my partner doesn't watch the streams. My partner has enough of me in real life. I mean, they didn't say that themselves. That's me. Okay. All good here. We're at 7.5, pretty much. Going pretty slow on that front, but I don't know. I'm thinking that there might be a point when it would make sense to just go, as the kids say, balls to the wall and sell like everything. Or we could just like go and wait until like the passive profits hit that number. Because I feel like if I sold everything, just flushed all of everything we have, and then just got that golden clock, you put it on the farm, and then you feel empty, you'd be like, for what, you know? I feel like you want it to be like, yeah, we hit 10 million, that's just our natural production, right? We can keep on going. I don't know, maybe I could sell like a bunch of our excess stuff. I mean, we did a little bit of that, at least with things that were like extra profitable. Here, get rid of these. Keep 100. Gotta keep the salmon berries. You never know when you're gonna need a good gift. Okay, good night. Good night. Good night. Yeah, you'll have to make sure that you get to bed by 2 a.m. because if you don't, you will have to sleep outside, and Linus will come during the night and steal money from your pockets. And then send you a message in the mail the next day about how he didn't do that. And if I'm gonna be honest with you, my main problem is the lying. I wish you would just tell me. I wish you would just let me know. Linus, you want to steal $1,000, $10,000 into my pocket? Go for it. Just be honest with me, dude. Like, I'm good for it. It's cool. because I'm just getting them because they're here. It's a lot of mussels. I don't know if I've just always had not very well prepared mussels, but I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of eating mussels. They always feel like they're kind of tough to me, you know? Like I don't get a lot of the flavor. It just feels like some tough little like morsel, you know? They should taste like the sea, and if they're tough, they're overcooked. Oh, well, maybe I have been eating bad ones then. The flavor is most in the broth. Yeah, that's why they have like clam chowder and stuff, right? Like clam chowder you can absolutely taste. But like, you know, if you eat like a clam, pop a clam in there, it doesn't taste like clam chowder, you know? Tastes, at least the ones I've had, tastes like it's like just some tough meat. Steamed clams. More like steamed hams. Hello, Saucy. Mussels are hard to keep alive long, and one dead one can make a full bag bad. Really? I didn't know that one. That's very interesting. I've never tried to make them on my own. Mostly because I've never been impressed when I've eaten them. So I've been like, why would I want to buy these? Listen, learning this information from someone named Fecal Chewer really puts things into perspective, you know? You gotta be listening, you know? It's like, if those are your standards, what am I doing? You know? $26 in a kitchen. Oh my gosh, you probably are actually pretty well versed then. You earned that name, yeah. Okay, I think these always, after you do like the main ones, these always repeat and give garbage. He's still here. I wonder if I could get him to like crack some stuff open for us. I also wonder if that's even worth it. Probably on the whole, I would guess more worth it than not. Because we do have like, plus a lot of these. you know, with how fast this stuff fills up your inventory, I'm not really even sure, like, we'll get through these before we're done. Wow, there's just a computer in there. Imagine busting open a rock, and then you just find, like, a fully formed Alienware desktop computer. And you check it, and you're like, oh man, last year's GPU, this is garbage, and you toss it back. Am I right, everybody? A second computer. You don't have enough room in your inventory. Okay. I mean, I could always sell this stuff. Basalt. Star shards. You know, some of these, when they pop up, they make a special tingly sound. This one's still fine. Maybe my left ear is just bad. Every single iteration has fallen out of my ear during the course of the stream. That's fine. Oh, I put one of these in here. I forgot I did that. That's very funny. That's okay. We're figuring it out. We're figuring out the ear size. The only way I know how. Trial and error. If only no one knows how these form. Scientists claim that microscopic structure displays unnatural regularity. They claim that. But we know the truth. We know that the microscopic structure displays a very natural regularity. Oh, no, I want that. I've got 5 computers now. Okay, we can make some kegs. And a crystallarium. Oh boy. Exciting. I mean, so the thing with these is that they are new. I got the latest, I said it earlier, but I got the latest JVC Gummy Plus Got it for a steal at $6 to $7 at Walgreens. And we're seeing which of the replaceable rubber pads fit best in the old ear holes. I mean, do you think Dr. Dre could hook you up with headphones for that cheap? I don't think so. Dr. Dre doesn't even know that dollar amounts can go that low. He forgot. Just said we all forgot about him. Forgot about Dre. We were warned. But so was he. Okay, we're gonna... I think... check this. Okay. I mean, the curse that was laid upon us for forgetting about Dre was the expensive headphones. I think that's pretty clear. We've all learned the error of our ways, and have been shown no contrition at all. Dre continues to punish us with the very expensive headphones. Hey, Throwaway 88. Thanks for following. If you made a Throwaway account and were born in 1988, congratulations. You're a year older than I am. Or this is your 88th Throwaway account, in which case, must be up to some dark business. There's a vegetable from the little garden I keep out back. Probably have more veggies than you know what to do with, but oh well. You're right, Carolyn. Try selling it next time. This is what you do with the veggies, Caroline. You throw them in the air. Get rid of them. Oh, we only have 2 of these. Okay. have that chest with a chest in it. The chest. Just my old chest. What am I gonna do with all these bags? Things are going well in here. I didn't miss any, did I? Impossible to tell. And then here, we've got some that are done. Not nearly as many. That's okay, though. That's a good haul. There was a time when we were totally out of oak resin. Feels so long ago now. We have 200 of them. Okay. Each one of these only costs 1 oak resin. I think we have enough now, right? It feels like we have enough. Maybe it's time that we ask ourselves a couple of important questions. We figure out what's really important to us. How many of these do we truly need? Great. maybe we'll get rid of this line going across here so we have a path to walk. Like, I won't take all of them away, but definitely some. Just for the wood. There, keeping all these seems good. Just cutting these all down. How much wood do you think you're getting? 700 so far. Ooh, baby. Now that's some good wood. All into the water. Great. Fine. Okay, we have devastated landscape. And now, my ideal would be for us to just sort of plant as much as possible and then harvest it all. Right? Like these trees we can keep, and then the rest, it's all up for grabs. I'm also not being too careful about like where they put, because I feel like these trees grow on their own like everywhere. yawning yet. I'm sorry. You know, it's true you did right, no yawning, but you spelled it like yo winning. So you inadvertently did yo winning son meme to me. Oh, I see, playing Tears of the Kingdom. So suddenly you can't spell. Well, I guess that's why they call it Legend of Zelda, not Legend of Spelled. 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 It fell out of my ear again. It's this ear. It's always this one, same one. Okay, I'm wondering. Do I just have a bad left ear? Maybe my left ear. Maybe the problem is not the earphones, but my left ear having a hole that is simultaneously too big and too small. It's an interesting theory. I think that might be my first thought so far. It's a prevailing theory that I'm gonna go with. Okay, we're going back to the big blue boy on this one. Alright. There is a significant size difference between these two. Okay, well I hope the small one wasn't working, which is okay because now it fell and now it's lost forever below my computer desk. Where no one dares venture there. I mean, I see it, I'm just not gonna get it right now. Okay. So I put this large boy in, and it feels very like kind of like you put an earplug in, almost. But I don't know if it's an earplug of the right size or... Well, okay. So, I'll see if it falls out. That'll be the test. Last time it felt like it was gonna fall out, but I don't think it did fall out. A notable difference. Okay. Iridium ore, sturgeon roe. We're almost at 8. Very close to 8 mil. Okay. As expected, still good in there. Good in here. Okay. With those two big, like, rooms running, this one's not at full capacity, but these two rooms running, we're gonna hit it before too long. Like, it would be festival. The egg festival. Should we do the egg festival? It is technically a pointless endeavor for us. I do like eggs. Not so much finding them out in the wild. If I find an egg out in the wild, I assume something's gone terribly wrong. I'm not eating that egg. Alright, after we check out the island, we can go. Whoa, so much. Because after you do an event, it's always nighttime, and nighttime, contrary to popular opinion, is not always the right time. Ostrich egg. Now, what about dinosaur egg, though? Would you rather have an ostrich egg or a dinosaur egg? Personally, I'd rather have an alive dinosaur egg. Because I feel like you could have yourself a real-life Jurassic Park situation. And that doesn't come along very often, you know? Hard to get. Because they are extinct. So I think you could, you could really make some waves with that in a way that you just can't with a regular egg. Like you get a chicken egg. People are not going to get that excited in general if you just have one single chicken egg. You say you can breed war dinosaurs. Now that's interesting. I was thinking we could breed some love dinosaurs. No, that's a different kind of breeding. Did we? Okay, no, we didn't have any more star fruits. Not for today. I think, honestly, a lot of people's first thought is to use dinosaurs for some sort of violence because they can be such destructive animals. When I think that if we could resurrect dinosaurs, there are a lot of really practical things we could use them for that would make our lives easier, you know? You can put them under your sink to be like a trash compactor. You can use it as a car. You can sort of like bonk its head and use it as like a hole punch. I mean, the Flintstones has so many different uses that they found for dinosaurs that it's not simply war-based, you know. We need to open our minds and think with that kind of creativity. Alright. Man, if I could get my coffee buff in here, I could crush everyone at egg finding. Look at this. Does he participate? I don't think I remember from last year if he does or not. every single size has fallen out of my ear during the course of this stream. What is wrong with this ear? This one's fine. This one has not fallen out at all. I'll try this one again. Okay. Let's crush the competition. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, do you think, is he gonna compete or is he just gonna watch? Okay. Exclusive prize. It's gonna be the same prize, isn't it? I'm ready. I'm ready. Abigail, you're going down. Okay. I feel like there's one here, but this is a trick, right? Oh, it's not a good one to get. Okay. Got one here. Boom. Got one down here. Boom. Boom, egg. Boom, egg. Boom, egg. Okay. Right over here. Boom. Boom, egg. He's just staring at a rock. That kid's not gonna get ahead. Wait, that was a human being. I was doing counter-op by just standing in a bush. Pretending to be an egg. Take a look at all these eggs. Alright, give me my straw hat. What? You fucking cheater. How did you... Ooh. I got so many eggs. I got like 9 eggs. Damn. Well, I gotta retire now. Retire in shame. I don't deserve this straw hat anymore. That's my punishment. I must become clown. I think it's because I went for that one egg. You know? Just, you lose so much time going all the way down there, coming all the way back. Gotta work in my roots. Moody Jack, thank you for following. Welcome. Welcome to the Hell Zone. Spicy meatball. Time for the hat. Putting a hat on a hat. You know, I think I did remember to turn the mic volume up. That's why you can hear me okay. But thank you for the reminder. Thankfully we're all good today. say when you put a hat on a hat. That's a phrase that is meant to mean making something that's already good, like trying to make it better, but it's already good. But I say, what if it was double good? And so here we go. It was me the whole time. You didn't realize. My beautiful disguise. Devious. Alright, this side's all done today. We are well past the 8 million mark now. 2 million to go. 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. Which is by no means a small amount. But like, there's things in the game that cost 2 million, so it's like not an extremely large barrier. Getting close, I think. Getting close. And I've got 26 bottles of wine here to sell, which should go for a good amount. simulated it for you. Without me, you couldn't sleep as easily. Oh, that's nice for you to say. I appreciate that. And I'm happy to help. Well, I'll say without all of you, I wouldn't be able to be an alive person as easily. So it's appreciated both ways. That's right. 8 million. Concerned Ape still has yet to send me a check for this much in real life, but I assume it's in the mail. That was the deal, right? In this game is that Concerned Ape will personally mail you the amount that you earn 1-to-1. I mean, if not, we're done. I'll be turning this off immediately. Okay, trigger word of my choice. Trigger word is earbud. 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 Do I think earbud or earbuds? I think that Airbud invented earbuds. There's no rules in the rule book that say a dog can't invent earbuds. So who's to say? Earbud. 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 I consider my ears to be my buds. I think if you're nice to your ears will be nice to you. That's why I consider them to be my buds. Senor soup. 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 Senor Senor Soup, 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 Senor Soup. I don't want to think about what a Senor Soup is, because that could very easily go down a path that is not appropriate for younger audiences. So instead, we'll think of Senor Soup as a chain of Spanish-themed soup restaurants where you can get a delicious Mexican soup, perhaps a gazpacho. Senor Soup, 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 Senor Soup. Ashmo said that you read something interesting. Tears of the Kingdom L, which I guess is the sequel, Tears of the Kingdom Legends. Has so many new mechanics and other chances for them to glitch, but they don't, which is impressive. The same with Gravity, considering skydiving such a big mechanic. It's such an amazing game. I agree. I also think that that really builds on the same thing that I thought about the original Breath of the Wild game, which also had so many systems in it that all worked together in really fun and interesting ways. Like how you could set a fire to some grass, and then that would spread around and cause a big fire. And then you can jump up and it creates an updraft, and then you can be like, what's updraft? And bring your glider out, and then use that to boost you up. And a lot of interesting ways that the systems work together. And they really took all that and built upon that in really fun and cool ways, which is why I've been enjoying that game and would like it to be Wednesday already so I can play it some more. Thank you, Soul Burner, for the hydration check. It always hurts to have to buy anything and see the number go down. I like it when number go up. When number go down, I don't like. There. Can't you press shift to make you buy 5 at a time? Well, we're 200 hours into the game, so I'm going to have to refuse to believe that. insanity, so apologies if you are correct. But, you know, just, it's unfortunately, I have to block that information from occurring in reality in order to sort of retain this bubble that I've created for myself, where that's not a possibility. Make some sounds. I am currently making sounds. That's pretty much what I do the entirety of the stream. Yeah, I mean, if there's specific sounds you'd like me to make, we can work that out. See, we're at a copper now. Oh, ain't that a pickle? Ain't that just a pickle? A pickle, a pickle, a pickle, a pickle. Ain't that just a pickle? A pickle, a little pickle, a little pickle, a bit of a little pickle, a bit of a little pickle. Ain't that a bit of a little pickle? A bit of a pickle, a bit of pickle, 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 bit of pickle. Bit of a little pickle, bit of a little pickle, bit of love pickle, bit the old pickle, bit the old pickle, the old pickle, the old pickle, bit the old pickle. I think the mines might be the best because, I mean, you get that stuff pretty early on, right? If it's copper. Never mind the rocks. A great start. there, Ratchet. What does exclamation point subs? What is that? What is that supposed to do? I don't have that hooked up to do anything. Is that a command that would make you a submarine sandwich? Man, a Quiznos. They had one of... Last I checked, they still had one of those in New York City. And it was... fine. But I did go to it for the novelty. Well, so Quiznos was the competitor of Subway, if you can believe it. And their whole idea was they were like, listen, you know how Subway serves nasty cold submarine sandwiches? Well, fuck that, we're gonna change the game. We're gonna toast the subs. And so they had a whole ad campaign focused entirely on how they made sub sandwiches that were not cold and how this was revolutionary. And man, Subway just decided to let's say eat their lunch, because they just said, hey, you know what, we bought a toaster. And then Quiznos said, no, that was all we had. That was it. That was our one idea. And then they went out of business. And then Subway has progressively gotten worse every single day since then, because they're on top. They have no one to compete with them. So they're just like, alright, that's it. $5 footlongs out the window. We don't need them anymore. That's when I stopped believing in the marketplace of ideas. Yeah, Subway ingredients, honestly, have literally gotten a lot worse, like, over the years. Wow, I like the color here. It's so bright, it's like bubblegum. I should probably leave though. Boop wop. Jersey Mike's, I don't think I've had them. They do have a Jersey Mike's. Actually, quite a few of them, like, in the area. But I've never gone. Sorry for dropping that on the mic. Drop the mic. But I can't find the right one. It keeps falling out. So I usually prefer over-the-ear headphones in general. Like, I think the main issue is that like wearing it with like a weird hat is impossible. It's literally the only reason I switched to these for these streams. You missed the bell. You mean Taco Bell, right? No, I know what you mean. You mean the bell from the binaural beats stream we did. Oh, I didn't bring enough. Oh no. I still have. Oh, because I'm currently processing that. I was like, how did I get more kegs? Now it makes sense. Yeah. Let's grab all these demands. All the demands. Put that in there. Then put these away. Then we'll show these remaining demands. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. This is like 40 something left to finish, maybe 50. Such a small amount, only 50. That's only, well, okay, it's still a lot, but will I finish it before we hit 10 million? I think so. We've already made 1 million. Last time we did 2 million. I don't know if we'll get fully all the way to 9 million though by the end of the stream. In terms of the possibility of finishing it today, I don't think that's going to happen. That seems a little bit wishful in my mind. Remember to pet the pets, 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 pet the pets. Alright, I'll go to the island. And I can't think of anything else we need to do today. Because we are pretty much, spinning those wheels. Just watching Pam. Okay. Whatever makes you happy, Leo. Okay, so with these are finally done. But notice it's the wrong color because it's the wrong kind of fertilizer. So we will need a little bit of teardown action here. We're going to raise the ground and start anew. When people say things like salt in the earth, they talk about making it so the crops won't grow in the area, right? Is it salt? Literally, is it literally salt that does that? Do they just pour a little bucket of salt on the ground and then suddenly crops won't grow there? I don't know how salt averse plants are. I'll say after they're done growing, a lot of plants are aided by salt in terms of me eating them. As far as growing though, not really knowledgeable at all, I hate to say. know, with like slugs or snails or whatever, they don't like salt. They're really not big fans. So I don't know if like carrots are the same way. I could see that doing something to like the pH. Is that even something that alters pH? I've already said I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm covered for saying anything just completely imbecilic about farming in real life. That's the difference between this game and Farming Simulator, though. I don't need to know. I don't need to know how salt would impact growing a star fruit. I just gotta put it in the ground. And that's the beauty of Stardew Valley. That was a pretty big harvest. Okay, so we're gonna go chop these up. Hello, Smokester. You finished gaming? Nice. Nice, I hope you had a great time. I hope that you got all the W's and no L's. Okay, now our farm has all the right fertilizers all over. I'm sorry, kitty. There you go. There's some water. Kitties do like to drink water. It's so true. And yet, kitty tongues always feel like sandpaper. Like they've never drank water ever in their entire life. Do you think it's because they're dehydrated? I bet if kitties had hydration checks, they'd be a lot healthier. They'd have nice, moist tongues. Oh, I'm glad I inspired you to play some more Stardew. It's always a fun time. 500 copper. It's 5 to 1. Man, that's too much. I just did the math in my head. I'm like, that's too much. Is that for real? I think it is, unfortunately. Oh well. Hey, Nightmare Cutie. Thank you so much for raiding. What's going on? Nightmare Cutie and friends. Playing some Stardew Valley. You're here twice. Oh man. Hello, 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 hello. And J Down, hello there, hello there. Okay, we're going to into the mines. Let's go down to 10. I got a nice pink area. That's cool. Are you sleepy? That's okay. I mean, you just did a raid and a stream. Probably more tired from the stream than the raid, but I always get very tired and sleepy when I'm done with the stream too. You'd think sitting down in a chair wouldn't be as tiring as it is, but it is. What is this thing? I've never seen that man in my life. I like the slime stew. You want to play Stardew? Listen, nothing's stopping you. Unless something's stopping you. That's my motto. Nothing's stopping you unless something is. There's a little Dougie. Hey there, little Dougie. Little Dougie. There's a lot of little Dougies here. Oh shit. I got a fireball. Okay, it's time to spin the wheel. It's time to spin the wheel of tingles. Rain stick. Okay. I've got this one right here. I'm gonna do a little bit of rain stick over here. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. sounds a lot like rain. But do you know what it is for real? The thing that's really in here. That's right, zombies. That's right, zombies. That's beans. That's beans. That's beans. And now this one fell out. I can't win with these. What kind of beans are we working with? I can't really crack that baby open and find out. I think that would actually break it. I think if I had to guess, I'd say they were rain beans. Or maybe even senzu beans. Maybe some senzu beans in there. For their healing properties. We should go back before we pass out and die. And we got enough for 2 entire bars. And that's it. We are desperate for some copper. You've never really watched Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I think it's one of those things that you just pick up. They're like cultural osmosis, where you've just heard people say things, and then you're like, yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about. Like I think if you're like, even if you haven't watched Dragon Ball Z, you're like, when someone says Super Saiyan, I know what you're talking about, pretty much. Like Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad. Yeah, or like Homestuck. I don't know anything about Homestuck, but somehow I know several memes from Homestuck. Dragon Ball Z is a lot like Homestuck. Is what I'm saying. Oh, they had a battery collecting dust in the tool shed. Man, that's probably gonna burst soon then. The number of unattended batteries I've seen just explode because because they were like, there's enough heat in the area that made them just bloat. You're like, I don't want to touch that. That's probably gonna have something real nasty come out of there. It's better than when he sends me bombs, though, I'll say. Kent sometimes like to send me bombs in the mail, and I gotta say I'm not a fan of that. Is Stardew like Minecraft? A little bit. I mean, you do mine. You have a pickaxe, so you mine. And there's a crafting table where you craft. Who could say it's a little bit like it. You've not watched a single episode of Game of Thrones. Let's see. Would I watch Game of Thrones today if I'd never watched it before in my life? I think so. I think I would. I think starting it now, I think you'd still enjoy it. Yeah, it is absolutely, for real, a lot like Harvest Moon. But nowadays, I don't know if a lot of people know about this, but the original Harvest Moon has kind of undergone like some acquisitions and stuff, and so even though they continue to put out Harvest Moon games, is that they're not really like what the original Harvest Moon was like, like this. The team and the developers that originally made Harvest Moon make a game series called Story of Seasons. That's actually a lot more like the original Harvest Moon, or like this, that they're still making, but it's under a different, like, label. Yeah, I feel like that's it's some trivia that I don't know how well known it is, but definitely important to note. Oh no, I've got several legs up on anyone who wants to drop truth bombs and knowledge nuggets into the stream, and that's that I can use my human mouth to say it, which is often faster than typing. And I mean, there's a little bit of a delay. I don't think there's too much of a delay on the stream, but there's a little bit of a delay. I'm always glad that there isn't too much of a delay, though. If there's like a 30-second delay, I feel like on comments and stuff in the chat, like I've seen in some live streams, like I feel like that really kills like conversation and stuff, because it's like really hard it's like even just a little bit, like even a little bit can ruin a conversation. Like even like speaking, like doing like video calling with someone, I feel like even just that, where it's like you'll be talking to someone on like Zoom or something, and you'll be like, so what did you think about that? And then someone will be like, yeah, no, I agree. Like even that little delay is enough to make it feel like I feel like I'm talking to an alien here. I feel like you're super pissed off at me or something. And they're just like, no, I just literally could not respond until you finished talking. it's just a weird thing about like how you get used to people talking. That's why I'm really bad at like having any kind of like conversations with people over like video chat. Like I get weird vibes from it. The vibes are off. You always see it happen on like the news and stuff whenever they have like people calling in, like they're experts or whatever. Like they'll talk to an expert, and the expert will always pause for a second and look very pensive, like they're thinking about something. But I don't think they're ever thinking about something. They're just waiting for the video to reach their signal on their screen so they can respond. Okay, good night, Nightmare Cutie. Thank you for the raid. Have a great night. Get some rest. And, we're gonna do this trigger word. Lari Ollie. If you want me to pronounce those in different ways, unless I'll say Lari Ollie, if you want me to do a little bit of less of that. Also, delightful American twang on it. Let me know. Lari Ollie, 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 Lari Ollie. Could be Larry, Allie, Larry, Allie, Larry, Allie, Larry, or maybe even Laurie, Allie, or Larry, Ollie. There's many options, many options. Many of them incorrect. I think we need another. Oh, where are they? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. I could have just taken this one, but it's okay. It's for my own. I just like it to be organized here. Like we have these rows of nicely well positioned trees producing their sap. Okay, very good. These, I don't know if they'll grow. They're just there. Hell Zone, also known as the Crystallarium. I'm gonna call my house that. I guess if you have someone who's into crystals, you could call the room in your house that you've devoted to your crystals the Crystallarium. That's always an option. Could be like someone's coming over to visit, and they say, "Hey, do you got a bathroom I can use?" And I could say, "No, I don't, but I do have the toiletarium." The toiletarium. And they would say, "Do you have to do that thing with your hand when you say it?" And I'd say, "Yes, if you want to use it. How bad do you have to go?" That's how I never have any repeat people come over to stay. Like, "Oh, we don't want to go over, not over Dan's house. He makes us do weird challenges in order to use the bathroom." It's frankly upsetting. Actually, let's check by the quarry, see if we have any. We've got like one. Wow, worth it. Wait, there's a second one here. Okay, never mind. Ooh, I stand corrected. Ooh, look at that. Only two more and we can make a copper bar. Ooh. I guess that squid guy is better than those like dragons. You know, he moves slower. It's a little bit easier to. Oh no! You know, I said that, and now there's going to be like 30 of them. Come on, man. Come on. Where's the stairs? Oh, Dougie. Forgot the Dougies. Man. I was involved. cactus. Oh no. My totem. I don't know where it went. Oh. Oh, it's a family reunion for Krobus. Shame they'll never make it inside. Go home, Krobus. Like, hey, have you seen my cousin Jeff? And his wife was supposed to come over. Did you see him? I said, oh, I must have missed. It was dark out there. No one knows where they went. It's a mystery. I have to fall asleep on right there on the floor. Alright, 75K. I guess we did only sell 12. Can't expect to be making that much when we're only selling 12 bottles of wine. Like, it's good quality wine though. We're not talking about like wine coolers here. It's not that boxed wine. This is the good stuff. Starfruit wine. Aged in a chest. I can fit so many in there. How come I can only fit one inside those weird like casks? Doesn't make any sense. Oh my god. Jody. How dare you send me that? It's garbage. I don't even want to touch my other fertilizer. It'll get it dirty. It'll get my fertilizer dirty. Which is already poop. You can sell cherry bombs for the same price as a cherry. Something to think about. Okay, I think, what do we have? We can make some of these. 3 specifically. And then we can make 3 kegs, because that's the main thing that's preventing us from making kegs somehow, is copper bars. I honestly never in my wildest dreams thought I would run out of copper. Like, sure, you know, like maybe I would not process enough into bars, and maybe I'd have to do more processing, but I was like, yeah, run out of copper. No, you get so much. Turns out I was wrong. You can run out of anything if you're making hundreds and hundreds of them and filling warehouses with them. Apricot, an apricot, apricot. Okay, and then beep bop. Looks good to me. Then put our crystallarium in here. Get our new one going. It's much slower getting these crystallariums because I feel like the 100 stone is a lot harder to acquire than 100 wood. Because you can't just grow more stone. You have to go hunt it down in the mines. But I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. I'll see you after I've returned from the toiletarium. That's a callback to like 5 minutes ago. Can you do callbacks for like 5 minutes? I don't know. I just did. Hey everybody, what's going on? Just cooking up some. Oh, we did pets. Okay, well, I was gonna say I was cooking up some pets, but they're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to get pets. Did we go to the island today? I don't think we did. We'll go there. We got plenty of them good star fruits. Get the bamboos. Snickety bamboo. Snickety bamboo fruits. Bamboos. 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 Palpatine. Palpatine. Now, that could be two things. That could be Emperor Palpatine, but he is a palpu fruit. Or it could be Emperor Palpatine, but he's made of poutine. For the Canadian friends, I've never had a poutine before. It's like potatoes and gravy, right? Wait, or French fries and gravy. What? I don't know. It's something that sounds like it would be good, but messy. Which is not an indictment at all. How would y'all describe poutine? In French fries terms. have 40 hours in Tears of the Kingdom, and you're nowhere close to done. Okay, well let me do some quick math there. If we do a 4-hour stream of Tears of the Kingdom every week, and it's like an 80-hour game, we should be done next year. Might want to do 2 streams, honestly. Like at the same time, stream it twice, where each hand I'm playing a different, on a different controller, and I have to beat both games simultaneously. Is that what you mean? Because that doesn't seem easier. It seems harder. About twice as hard. Gonna do a Tears of the Kingdom randomizer. Man, how long do you think until someone makes one? Because I feel like they do have randomizers for like almost every Zelda game out there. I don't know if there's a Breath of the Wild randomizer, but should be. Although I don't know if it matters so much, because it's not like you're getting like the hook shot. I feel like maybe if you think about it, it's actually, it doesn't work at all with the randomizer, where it's just like, oh, yeah, instead of getting like a claymore out of that chest, you got like an axe, and you're like, okay, well, whatever. Okay, let's sell those, keep the rest. I don't have 10 Starford seeds left. Wow, no! I didn't mean to sell 300. I thought I clicked on the chest. Oh man, at massive L there, but I think it's okay. I don't think I need any more. Like maybe a couple more. I thought I had the chest highlighted, and accidentally, instead of putting away the fertilizer and the seeds, I sold the fertilizer and the seeds. But we don't need the fertilizer per se. So maybe it's okay, per se. Damn, sucks though. But yeah, in terms of like doing 2 Tears of the Kingdom streams a week, I can. I would just want to make sure that's something people want to watch. You know, I'm always, maybe a little bit too much, but I always like, I'm like, oh, you know, I don't want to bother people too much if they don't like what I'm streaming for one day, you know. Like, I don't want to like be like, oh man, I feel like you only ever do Tears of the Kingdom streams, but I probably shouldn't worry about that so much, because I would assume that if you were here, you're enjoying just any stream, hopefully. And also, Tears of the Kingdom is a fun and good game, so I don't think anyone would probably mind watching. Unless they're not watching because of spoilers. And, well, these are, I don't know, I'll have to go through this complicated arithmetic in my head on my own. This has always looked like a bowling ball to me. A golden bowling ball. Okay, well, I feel distraught after selling all those, but gotta get my head in the game here. High action-packed world of Stardew. Anything can go wrong in a moment. Imagine playing Stardew in permadeath Stardew mode. Hardcore Stardew. I mean, the easy way to do that would just be to never go into the mines. You can't die if you don't go into the mines. Yeah, here's the thing, Ashmo. I am 98% sure that trees don't grow in the desert during winter. Because these I planted at the beginning of winter, and they only started to grow at the beginning of summer. Or spring, rather. And that doesn't make any sense, because we're in the desert. But I think that might be the case. I didn't actually come here to chop down thousands of trees. I came here to go to the oasis and shop for thousands of seeds. Okay, so shift and right click. Oh my god. That's disgusting to know about. Because when I individually bought thousands and thousands of wheat from Pierre, that process could have been about 5 times as fast. That's okay. It wasn't as slow as buying 100 cans of Joja Cola from the machine. That was definitely the slowest. things not all directly on top of each other, they would have grown more, and more of them would have grown. But think about how much time I saved by not doing that. Literally minutes. And that's minutes that I used very well, probably, on something. I am a god amongst mortals. I mean, now that I have the power to buy 5 things at once, I think you're right. That is a level of power no one should be allowed to have. It's just not safe. I mean, the only thing tethering me to the plane of reality at this point is that when I go to the store, I have to buy things individually, like a chump. Oops, did not want to put a mega bomb down. Right here, thank you. Be perhaps less than ideal for that to happen. Bread. Bread. Bread, 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 bread. Okay, these are all good. We're just gonna do our last checks around here. Okay, we got some over here. Nope. Again, not the bomb actually. How are these things all finishing like at 1 in the morning? Okay. Bonus 34 wines. Is everything's cool there. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can come under the wire here and get 1.7 million. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it was a little bit less than 1.7 million, but it was a quarter of 1 million, which is pretty good, honestly. It's because we did 34 starfruit wines. That's 100 right there. Yeah, and then we got 46 golden starfruits. Not bad either. Not bad either. The ancient fruit helps, but like not that much. TBH. And then 25,000. Yeah, I accidentally sold 300 deluxe speed grows. And that's not great. That's not something I wanted to do. I did it, so I'll live with that. Let's see our tally count. Okay. There we go. 8.6 million. We're in the home stretch now, folks. Will we get not 10 million next stream? I don't know. Probably, possibly. But I guess we also might not. It'll be a tense one for sure. As to whether or not we'll get there, who knows? Could be not. Could not be. But we're gonna have to see next time, next week, because I think that's gonna be enough for tonight. We don't have enough for another day. But I'm gonna be back tomorrow with some Minecraft, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. I have an idea of a fun new thing to add to our chaos mode. I'm not quite sure if it'll work. Getting that part figured out is its own headache, and maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. You know, there's a lot of maybes with things here. I just sort of try to figure things out as I go, and sometimes we have to spend half an hour in the stream figuring out how to make things work on a technical level. That's the fun risk we run, isn't it? But we're gonna have that tomorrow. Minecraft Chaos Mode, ASMR obviously, and then we're gonna have a Zelda Tears of the Kingdom ASMR on Wednesday, Darkest Dungeon ASMR on Thursday, and some wacky and crazy Death Stranding with the Joker Baby on Friday. If you missed last week's stream on Friday, check it out. I played Death Stranding as the Joker. It was a lot of fun. The laughter could be heard throughout the halls of this here apartment. My partner said I was laughing too loud, so it must have been a good one. I'll see you all then. Have a great night, and I'll see you in hell. Oh, of course, the socials, thank you. Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. There they are. Check them out, folks. Especially youtube.com/hellzoneclub, where you can find all these videos and more. Right there for you.